Hello, good morning, friends. So we are dealing with a very important topic in our daily life, that is about money. We cannot think about surviving without money, isn't it? Unless we have everything at hand, we cannot survive because we need to buy so many things in our daily life. And if you don't have any money in our hand, then we find it very difficult to survive because most of the things that we want is not with us, therefore we have to buy from outside, therefore money is very much required. So we are learning about how the money came to be, or how the people get money, how people spend money, all those things we are dealing in detail. So yesterday we are talking about how people can take money or loan from the bank, what are the requirements, all that. So today let us see about a person who wants take loan from the bank in order to buy a house or build a house. What are the procedures, what are the conditions, all that, let us see. Okay, we can take page number 45. So a house loan. Megha has taken a loan of rupees 5 lakhs from the bank to purchase a house. The annual interest rate on the loan is 12% and the loan is to be repaid in 10 years in monthly installments. Megha had to submit to the bank documents showing her employment records and salary before the bank agreed to give her the loan. The bank retained as collateral the papers of the new house, which will be returned to Megha only when she repays the entire loan with interest. So she wants buy a house and she wants 5 lakh rupees. Therefore, she is going to bank to buy that, take that loan from the bank. And what are the conditions? That she has to pay the interest of 12% annually. Then she has to repay the entire money within 5 years, and she has to go on paying every month a little bit installment. It is called installment. It will be divided into small amount. So every month when she gets salary, give a certain amount to the bank. So after 10 years, the entire amount will be paid back. That is one condition. Then she has to submit to the bank the documents showing her employment record. So she has to prove to the bank that she is employed or she gets salary, and so there is simply one person go to the bank and say, I am working in so and such place, I have got so much salary, please give me loan. Bank will not believe. So you have to go and provide the document that you are working in such and such company or such and such office and you have got this much salary every month. Then only the bank will be convinced. Then after seeing all this, bank will say, okay, we will give you the loan, because bank know that this person is able to give back. Suppose if it is only a farmer, then bank may not give that much loan, because the bankers, the farmers' the income may not be steady. So the bank will be doubting whether this person will be able to give back or not. So because of that doubt, bank will not give on the basis of that. But if the farmer gives some document of the land that he has got his property, then bank will give. So unless the bank gets some security or collateral, then the bank may not give them the loan. So in the case of Megha was able to give, show her salary document, and also bank retain as collateral the papers of the new house. So the new house that she is buying, all that paper documents of that house is kept in the bank. So only when she pays back the entire money, then she will be given back that bank house document. If she does not pay back, then bank has got the power to sell that house and get back the money that they have spent. So that is how bank will give. So that is a condition. Now the interest rate, collateral and documentation requirement and the mode of repayment together comprise what is called the terms of credit. You can underline. what is known as the terms of credit. What are the things included in the terms of credit? The interest rate. So here in the case of Mecca it is 12% interest rate. Then the collateral. What is the collateral? The documents of the house is kept in the bank as a collateral. And documentation requirement. So other documentation that was required was they had to provide or produce in the bank the documentation that she is working in an office and she has got salary this much. All that she had to submit in the bank. That is, so all these things together. Then the mode of payment. What is the mode of payment for her? Every month she has to pay in installments. Then within how many years? Within 10 years. So for 10 years she will have to go on paying every month. That is the mode of payment agreed. So all these terms bank will write down and you will have to sign. Then only the loan will be given to you. So all these terms and conditions, the documents that is submitted, the security that is given, all that is together, it is called, what is it called? Terms of credit. So that is an important point. You should know what are the terms of credit. Then the terms of credit vary substantially from one credit arrangement to another. So every terms of credit will not be same. It depends on the person and it depends on the bank and so on. Then they may vary depending on the nature of the lender and the borrower. So if it is a farmer, as I said before, the terms and conditions will be different. And if it is in another bank, their terms and conditions will be different. So depending on the borrower and the lender, they can be different terms of credit. There is no fixed terms of credit. It depends on these two parties, one who is borrowing, one who is lending. Both of them will sit together and discuss and fix the terms of credit. Then the next section will provide examples of varying terms of credit in different credit arrangements. So we shall continue to see the next term or in the next topic. We will see more about what are the terms of credit. And before that, let us see a few points are given there or few fill in the blanks are there. Let us see that. So few questions. Why do lenders ask for collateral while lending? So collateral, we said security. Why do the lenders here means the bank. Why do the bank ask for collateral or security? What is the reason? So it is for the sake of safety. In case the borrower does not repay back the loan, then the lender will be able to retain the collateral document and take possession of that property, so that they don't lose their money. Otherwise somebody will take the loan and go away and never come back. The banks will be searching for that person. So that is not safe. So the bank will take this collateral in order to make themselves safe. Their money will be safe. Then, given that large number of people in our country are poor, does it anyway affect the capacity to borrow? So most of the poor farmers in our country are poor, or the people who are taking loan, they are poor. Therefore, when the bank demands to give us some collateral document, they don't have anything to give. Their house is very poor, very simple house, and they don't have land. Maybe they are working in others' land. So when such kind of people go to the bank to take loan, the bank is unwilling to give, because they are not able to give any security to the bank. They are not able to give any security to the bank. So unless they get security, bank is not willing to give loan to these people. So will it affect the capacity of the people to borrow? Certainly it will affect. Otherwise everybody want to borrow money from the bank. But when the bank demand that they should give this collateral or the documents of the certain property, most of the poor people are not able to do so. Therefore, they are not able to borrow money from the bank. They will go and borrow from private people, private money lenders, where the interest rate is much higher, and at the end they will be losing all their property, or they will be working like slaves and so on. So that kind of problem is there. Then fill in the blanks. While taking a loan, borrowers look for easy terms of credit. This means low or high interest rate, which is correct. Always the borrower will be looking for low interest rate, low. Then dash, that is easy or tough conditions for repayment. What kind of conditions they will be prefer? The people who are borrowing, always they look for easy, not tough, easy. Then dash, less or more collateral documentation required. So they will be always looking for less document. If bank is demanding more documents, bring more documents, then people will not be able to take loan. So it should be very less. Few documents should be demanded by the bank. Then more people will come for taking loan from them. Now let's take the next page. Variety of credit arrangements. Variety of credit arrangements. So let's see the example of a village. Rohit and Ranjan had finished reading about the terms of credit in class, and they were eager to know the various credit arrangements that existed in their area. And who were the people who provided credit? Who were the borrowers? What were the terms of credit? They decided to talk to some people in their village and read what they report. So, two children like you, they listened in the class about taking loan from the bank, and they wanted to go and inquire, because as the children they have never taken loan, but they know poor people, the farmers, they take loan from the bank. So they wanted to go and meet those people, conduct interview and ask them what are the problems that they face, under what conditions are they taking loan from the bank, and so on. So let's see. So it is 15th November 2006. We head directly to the fields where most farmers and laborers would be working at this time of the day. The fields are planted with potato crops. We first meet Shamal, a small farmer in Sonpur, a small irrigator village. So these two boys, straight away they go to the field where the people are working. If they go to their house, they will not be able to meet the people, because all the people already go to the field in the morning itself. So they straight go to the field so that they can meet the farmers there. So they meet which farmer first? First they meet Shamal, a poor farmer planting potato crops. So Shamal tells us that every season he needs loans for cultivation on his 1.5 acres of land. So Shamal has got just 1.5 acres of land, very small plot, and in order to begin his cultivation, every year he takes loan. Then, till a few years back, he would borrow money from the village moneylender at an interest rate of 5% per month, that is 60% per annum. So the fellow, he used to go and take money from the village money lender, and he has to pay 60% per annum. At the end of the year he has to pay how many percentage? 60%. In the previous point we saw about the lady who took loan from a bank for building house, and what was her interest rate per annum? It was just 12%. She had to pay only 12%. But when this farmer is taking from the private money lender, how much he has to pay? He has to pay 60% per annum. See how many times more? Almost 5 times or 6 times more. So it is 5 times more. That's why that is the difference. How people who are taking money from the private lenders, how they are suffering and so on. And that is very high. 60% per annum is very high. Then for the last few years, Shamal has been borrowing from an agriculture trader in the village at an interest rate of 3% per month. So now there is somebody on agricultural farm is there, officer is there, a trader is there. So Shamal is going and taking money from him, and he is giving for a less interest. Other person was taking 5% per month. and this fellow is taking only 3% per month. So 3% per month means at the end how much it will come? 3 into 12. How much? 30, 36. So 36% only here. So this is much less. 36. So, but comparing to the bank, this is still 3 times higher. Bank is taking only 12% per year, and this person is taking 36%. Another fellow was taking 60%. So you see the difference. So this one is little more cheaper. Therefore, Shamal has taken from this person. Then, at the beginning of the cropping season, the trader supplies the farm inputs on credit, which is to be repaid when the crops are ready for the harvest. So the person, he is not just giving cash as such, but he is supplying the things that are needed, the chemicals, fertilizers, pesticides, maybe the instruments, the seeds, all these things this agriculture trader is supplying. No need to pay the money immediately. You have to pay the money after the harvest is over. That way the farmers are at peace. They don't have to go to the town for buying seeds and other things. Everything is available in their own village. Just to go and buy from that person, and you have to pay money later. Then besides the interest charged on the loan, the trader also makes the farmers promise to sell the crops to him. Another thing that they have to do is, the trader will say, after a harvest, I will buy your crop. You have to sell it to me. Don't sell to any other person, but sell it to me. Then this way the trader can ensure that the money is repaid promptly. So when the farmers are going and selling the property to him, then the farmer can make sure that he is getting back his money. If they go and sell to somebody else, then the trader has to go behind. Please give back my money. They have to go behind. So that way trader will find difficult. But if the farmers are going and selling the product to trader, then trader can take his money what was borrowed from him, then give back the extra money to the farmer. So that way he gets back his money. Then also, since the crop prices are low after the harvest, the trader is able to make a profit from buying the crop at a low price from the farmers and then selling it later when the price has risen. So the trader also makes a lot of profit there. So though his interest rate is very low, he is making the farmers to buy all his products, his fertilizers, everything they have to buy from him. After the harvest, he has to sell the product to him also. And usually after the harvest, plenty of things are available. Everybody is harvesting at the same time. Therefore, plenty of things are available and the price is cheap. So the trader will buy from the farmers and things, the potato and other things, the grain, they will buy for a cheaper rate. Then he will keep stored in the storeroom. Then afterwards, the things, the availability will be less, and then he will take out from his godown and he will go and sell it in the market for a higher rate. So that way this trader, he is using very cleverly. He is providing all these things to the farmers, he is helping them in one way, but he is also getting a lot of profit. So apart from the interest that he is giving, he is also getting a lot of profit by buying the products from the farmers and selling it in the market afterwards. So that is one person, how Shamal is taking profit. So as far as the farmer is concerned, he is also benefiting. His interest rate from 60%, it is reduced to 36%. So he is also saving. Then they will go and meet next person. We next meet Arun, who is supervising the work of one farm laborer. So they go and meet another person, a laborer, okay? Farm supervising the farm laborer. Arun has 7 acres of land. So he is little more rich and he has got more fields. 7 acres are there for him to cultivate. He is one of the few persons in Sonpur who receive bank loan for cultivation. The interest rate on the loan is 8.5% per annum. So he is able to get loan from the bank, and therefore the interest rate is very low. It is less than what Megha had taken. So he is getting loan for 8.5% per annum. So that is very cheap and can be repaid any time in the next 3 years. And the bank is giving him 3 years time. You repay your loan within 3 years. And Arun plans to repay the loan after the harvest by selling a part of the crop. He then intends to store the rest of the potatoes in the cold storage and apply for a fresh loan from the bank against the cold storage receipt. The bank offers this facility to farmers who have taken crop loan from them. So, how this man Arun is planning to repay? So, bank is giving him 3 years of time, but he does not want to keep that money with him for 3 years. As soon as the harvest is over, he will go and sell some potato in the market, and with that money he will repay the loan. Then the rest of the potato he will keep in the godown to preserve it, and when the price is high, he will go and sell it. Then meanwhile, he'll go and show to the bank that I have this much potato stored in the cold storage, in the storeroom. Afterwards, I'll sell it and get money. So till that time, give me some more loan. He will take a fresh loan. So bank is sure that this fellow has got this much potato. After selling that, he will sell it. So that is another person how he is making the loan available for himself. So he has got more land and he is able to go to the bank and get loan, and he is paying back in time and able to get loan again. Then let's see another person the children are meeting. His name is Rama. Rama is working in a neighboring field, and she's a lady, Rama. She works as an agricultural laborer. There are several months in the year when Rama has no work and needs credit to meet the daily expenses. So this person is very poor and she has no land of her own. She is working in others' field as a laborer. So whenever others call her to do the work, she will go and work in their field. That is how she is surviving. So many times, many days there is no work. Only when the agriculture season is there, she has got work. Once the season harvest is over, she has no more work, no more money to manage her. So she has to borrow money from somebody to meet her daily expenses. And expenses on sudden illness or functions in the family are also met through loans. So sometimes somebody will get sick in the family, so they need to buy medicine, money is needed. Or sometimes there will be some functions in the family, maybe somebody is getting married, so there should be money to meet the expenses, or maybe some other celebrations. Then Rama has to depend on her employer, a medium landowner in Sonpur, for credit. The landowner charges an interest rate of 5% per month. Rama repays the money by working for the landowner, and most of the time Rama has to take a fresh loan before the previous loan has been repaid. So what happens to this Rama is, whenever she needs money, she will go to her landowner in whose land she is working, and she will borrow some money, and he will give her the money and charging 5% per month, just like the first case in the Samuel we saw. So 5% per month means for a year it will become 60%. That is very high. So others are getting from the bank for 8.5%, and this person borrowing from private people, and he has to pay 60%. How many times more? You can see the difference. So she is not able to repay the loan every year because she has no much income. Therefore, that remains there, and she will go and ask a fresh loan again. So she is going on taking loan from others, from her employer, and managing her daily affairs. At present, she owes the landowner 5,000. So the money is getting accumulated. The interest also is increasing, and now she has to pay to the landowner 5,000 rupees. Though the landowner does not treat her well, she continues to work for him since she can get loans from him when in need. Actually, the landowner is not treating her nicely, but she is continuing to work for him because whenever she asks money, he is able to give her. Just because she needs money, he continues to work for him. Then Rama tells us that the only source of credit for the landless people in Sonpur are the landowner employers. So the boys question, the children question Rama how she is taking the loan and so on. And she replied, for the landless farmers, nobody is ready to give loan. No bank will give loan because I have no security to give to the bank. So people like me who are farmers, who are landless farmers, only I can borrow from landowner people for whom we are working. Nobody else will give the loan. So they are in a very critical situation, very hard situation. Now let's see about another loan. Loans taken from cooperatives. How do people take loan from cooperatives? So besides the banks, the other major source of cheap credit in rural areas are the cooperative societies for cooperatives or cooperatives. Members of a cooperative pool their resources for cooperative in certain areas. There are several types of cooperative possible such as farmers cooperatives, weavers cooperatives, industrial workers cooperatives and so on. So cooperatives is not just one person, it is a group of people. Many farmers join together and form the association, farmers cooperatives. Or many milkmen join together and form milkmen's cooperatives. So that is a society. So every member will contribute some money into this group. And then those who are in need, they can borrow money from that group, afterwards return back. So that is also a safe. So only those who are members of this group will be allowed to take loan from this group. So if you want to get loan, you also have to become a member of this group, and every month you have to deposit certain money, and when you are in need, you will be able to take back. Then the Krisha cooperative functions in the village not very far away from Sonpur. So we meet about one cooperative that the name is Krisha Cooperatives, that is a name, and that is not very far away from Sonpur village, and it has 2,300 farmers as members. So in that area almost all the farmers have become member of this cooperative society, 2,300 of them. Then it accepts deposits from its members. So all the members can deposit their money in these cooperatives. And with these deposits as collateral, the cooperative has obtained a large loan from the bank. So people deposit this money in the bank, in the cooperative society, and then they will go and deposit in the bank. Then with that they can show as a collateral in the bank, and the society will take a big amount loan from the bank, and that money will be used for giving loan to the people. And these funds are used to provide loans to members, and once these loans are repaid, another round of lending can take place. So every month the farmers are returning or depositing, and that money is deposited in the bank. Then keeping that money in the bank, the society will borrow a loan from the bank. So as a collateral, what are they giving? Collateral, they will show the bank document, we have deposited this much money in the bank. So that is the collateral, and every month they are going on depositing. So based on that, bank will give them a loan, and that loan is used for giving loan to the farmers who are members of this society. So once these loans are repaid, another round of lending can take place. So when there is enough money, they will give back this loan taken from the bank. Then again they will take fresh loan. So that is how the cooperative societies are functioning. Then Krisha Cooperative provides loans for the purchase of agricultural implements, loans for cultivation and agricultural trade, fishery loans, loans for construction of houses, and for a variety of other expenses. So this society called Krisha Cooperative, they will provide loan for the members who are members of this group. What are the loans they give? Loan for purchasing agricultural equipments, maybe to purchase tractor, or purchase the plough, or purchase the bull, or maybe to take for the doing the trade for cultivation, for buying the seeds, or maybe to do the business. or maybe to do the fishery loans, those who want to grow fish, that also they will provide loan. Then maybe to construct house, farmers who want to make new house, for that also they will give loan. So this loan can be used for different purpose, provided they give back in time with that little interest that they will be charging. So these are different ways of taking loan from different sources. We said we can take loan from the bank, that is the most safest and the cheapest, but very often bank will demand a lot of documents and the poor people don't have this document, therefore they go to cooperative societies to take loan, or maybe from some traders, or at last if they have no other choice they'll go to the money lenders, private money lenders, where the interest is very high, 60% of the interest they have to pay. That is more than half of the amount. If they take 100 rupees for 1 year, after the end of the year they have to give back 160 rupees. So much extra they have to pay at the end of the year. So that is the problem with taking money from the money lenders. But poor people have no other choice, therefore they completely depend on that. They continue to take loan from these private lenders, and very often they end up in trouble. They are ending up in credit trap. They are not able to repay, and so the credit or the loan becomes higher and higher, bigger and bigger, and at the end they may have to sell all the property that they have in order to repay the loan. So it is very risky, very dangerous to take loan from private money lenders. But poor people have no other choice, so without thinking anything, they just go on taking it. So that is the problem. So let us wind up today, and we will begin another topic in the next class, that is about the different sectors. We said about private sector, the banks, public sector, all that. We shall study in detail in the next class about all these different types of sectors that are providing loans and credit to the people. So thank you for listening. Have a